effort is going to get him stopped up just shy of the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Ready, hunt! We out.
4,
On 2nd down, here's Tannehill. And this one's incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the 1st down marker was and getting there.
Go!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the 1st battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. C.J. Mosley able to get in and bury him well behind the line for a loss of 17. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long.
Hustle, we're walking. We're all walking. Hey, 20. Clay. Go. Here you go, Tiger. Base.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
And it appears to me that someone's defensive coordinator is jockeying for a raise. A sack on 2nd and goal. A sack.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The kick by Sanders is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And the Ravens taking the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
He got 29 yards that time.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Drops it underneath for Collins. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make it a 2nd down. On 2nd down, Collins. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10. Here's Collins. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves him with a 4th down now. Now the Dolphins are going to halt the action here. It's a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. I got you, baby. I got you. Over.
They'll They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Don't let 89 go deep. Whatever you do, don't let 89 go deep. Over!
Now Jackson on first down. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Hey, you got 3 down. Over!
On second down, here's Jackson. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
45's the mic. Let's go, team.
Jackson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. And that'll bring up second down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Watch him now, Barney.
He'll get it up the middle. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Mike 55.
On 3rd and goal, Collins. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They converted once earlier on this opening drive, but now comes a big test. 4th and goal.
You got 3 down. Hey, watch him now, Barney.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Akeem Spence able to get him for a loss of about 3. The drive will commence with a run by Mirage. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Check 37. Safe. Run.
They'll run here with Balaj. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down.
Love the run right there. And when you analyzed him coming out of college, when you tried to put a grade on him, you saw the flashes while he was in school, but you didn't see the full production. You didn't see the finished product. He's a little bit raw, but you can see why people liked him. Those types of runs make you think there's plenty more there, and we'll see if that continues for him.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice hit, boy.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. Moving left side, it's complete. He's got it. 23 yards on the play.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Look pretty good.
Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And before they can run this 3rd down play, we're going to get a timeout. as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Dolphins on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hip, hip, hip. Go. Move, move, move. 90 is a mic. Hip, hip, hip. Block, block. Ready, hunt. Hunt.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Looking for Amendola, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Amendola, the intended receiver.
Boy, Brandon, that's what I'd call an ill-advised pass right there on third down. I mean, you just need a yard or two to keep the drive going. Instead, he's trying to hit a home run. You've got to really like your chances if you're going to take a shot like that.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Now he's flushed out left. It's caught left side by John Brown. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple. Now Jackson on second down. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 33. And Tucker's kick right. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So the 2 teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more.
He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Wake able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14. On second down, Jackson. Looking deep for Crabtree. It's caught inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. Looking for Crabtree, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kiko Alonso. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Crabtree, the intended receiver. Tannehill and the Dolphins break the huddle. Come up 1st and 10 at their own 11. They roll it with Balaj. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And they'll run it here. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the tricking. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Back to throw, Tannehill. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down.
Clay. Hey, boys, you got 4 down. Hip. 90. Go. No chance. 50. Hip.
Tannehill on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Go. Hip.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
Hip. There you go, Tiger. Go. Alert flow.
Back to the air. Tannehill on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Terrell Suggs coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. So after the sack of Tannehill, the Dolphins come up here on a 3rd and long.
Check Mike 99. Let's pick it up. It's our time. Here you go. Right here. Zebra. Let's get off the field. Hip. Go.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. C.J. Mosley in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Back now in Miami as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Jones. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Ravens, they'll take over. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right?
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Robert Quinn. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. To throw on 2nd down, Jackson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball. He's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. And this
pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Robert Quinn in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Here's Sam Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. That's pulled in at the 32. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and complete.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A gain of 39 that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And now a sneak, Tannehill. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. Ryan Tannehill, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 17-3. Sanders now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now ready for another possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's Jackson. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7-7. It's 1st and 10. Jackson now buying time to his left. And this is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Raekwon McMillan in there to take him down. And the clock will roll.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw on second down. Jackson. And the pressure gets to him again. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, Looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Lucky 56.
Check 26, check 26. Get him.
Gun, 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 gun.
55.
From the gun, Jackson. Now a desperation throw. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And the Dolphins are going to recover. And now looking at the clock here, they do have 2 timeouts, but even if they force a 3-and-out, they're going to have very little time remaining.
So that means they've got to be aggressive and find a way. Just rely, as you noted, on using their timeouts and getting the ball back. They might not have any time to mount an attack, even if they do play it that way. Get the football. That's their mantra.
Tannehill going to throw it. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
4 down, 4 down. Awesome.
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Crabtree with it over the middle. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. First down now, but that clock rolling.
Detroit!
Back to throw. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And he goes out right around the 39. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. They'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, 20.
Check right. Tight dog.
Go. Motion. Hey, 20. Base.
They snap it to Tannehill. And no! It's incomplete. Adam Gase rolls the dice. It doesn't pan out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up first and 10.
Lucky 56.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down. We got to stand up over there.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
My, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure. He's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covering receivers. Now he's rushing the passer as well.
The Ravens on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 19. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared.
That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15.